MRD.
Welcome to another Synfig tutorial. So in the previous tutorial, I showed you how to import a rig into a new project. And in this tutorial, I'm here to tell you why importing a rig into a new project makes no sense. Okay, so here I have my rig opened up, and here I have a new document. So let's go ahead and import the rig into this document here. Okay, I'm going to scale it up so you can see. All right, so what this is doing is it's referencing the original rig from this project here. Okay, so if I should go in and move my bones here, it will also move the one in the original project. And if I move it here, it will also move here. Okay, so essentially this one is controlling this. So you may have noticed that you can't add keyframes if you tried from the one that you imported the rig into. You won't be able to add keyframes. All right, so in order to add keyframes, you'll have to use the original project file, turn on animate, and then once you, let me move down my timeline, once you move the rig or do any action to the rig, it adds the keyframe. And if you go back to this one, you see the keyframes are there and the rig is performing the actions, right? And again, that's because this one that we've imported is basically a reference of this. Now, the reason why this makes no sense is because if you wanted to animate it, well, you can animate from here now while animate is turned on in the original project file here. So you can actually go in and alter it, and it will also update over here. But yeah, so the reason why this makes no sense whatsoever is if I should save this document here, which is my new project file, but I disregard this one and do not save it, then the keyframes won't be saved here. Okay, and even if I save this project file and I save what we've done here, but at some point in the future I go in and I remove these keyframes, it will also be removed in the new document here. So that's why this makes absolutely no sense. Okay, so what I recommend is that when you create your rig and you save the project, if you want to put your character into a new scene, I recommend that you duplicate your project, right? So you can, make a copy of the rig, the rig project file, and then open up that copy and import your scene into that document there. So the rig will be in there, and if you had sets in there, they will also be in there because it's basically the same project file, just a duplicate of it. Okay. Now, if you want to do multiple scenes, of course, I know that you'll have to duplicate the original project file a bunch of times and import new scenes in there, but I recommend doing it that way. So you won't be messing with the original rig itself, and you'll always have it without keyframes just in case you need it. Okay, so yeah, I mean, my previous tutorial still works if you want to import it and for some reason work with it this way, right? But if you're working on a serious project, I recommend, again, duplicating the rig project and importing your scene into the new rig project file. So I hope that made sense, and I will see you in the next video.
MRD.